Hold on, you guys. We have to. Ingrid. Gotta cut this.
What up, bitches?
Welcome back
To Vino and Sex,
the podcast.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to season 3, episode dos. We are back. We are going to be talking about, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, we're gonna, first off, we're going to introduce the drink of the pod. The drink of the pod is this little wonderful nugget.
Yes.
What is this, Madison?
So it's coffee. We have a little bit of Fireball and Bailey's, and we topped it off with some whipped cream, and we put some nutmeg and cinnamon spice. And everything nice.
Let's try it. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
It's a perfect November drink.
It's good. See why I like it? Like more sugar, because then it's sweeter.
Would you like some sugar in yours?
Yeah, because Ingrid didn't want sugar earlier.
Mine is perfect. I don't like it too sugary.
Okay.
We're both like,
Okay, man.
All right, so let's start off with our first topic. So here's what has people wondering, right? So what makes men and women not jealous in relationships? Like, you know, there's people that are like, oh, I'm not a jealous person, or I'm not jealous of my wife going out, or I'm not jealous of my boyfriend or husband, whatever, going out. So what puts them in that position? Because as you know, when they say if somebody's not jealous, they're either doing something behind your back, or they're doing something, or they don't care about you enough. So do we really feel that, or what do you guys think it is?
Yeah, because she said not jealous.
yeah,
Right.
not jealous.
That's
I
the
think
tricky
it could be a
part.
little bit of everything.
Okay.
I think sometimes people feel like rejected, like, oh, they don't care about me, so whatever. But I think sometimes it could be that the own person, they're just like, they don't want to have like drama or anything, so they just kind of are just try to be mellow with things. But I also think a major thing can be someone giving the respect, or that that they know that they're being respected all the time. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, for example, a couple go out or whatever, and let's say there's women that are throwing themselves at the husband or whatever, the boyfriend, and then he's not paying any mind to that. He's just focused on her. And so I think that could possibly be like a thing, like, you know, that makes them not feel jealous, because then they know, like, oh, like, I don't need to worry about it, because, you know,
Yeah.
he's giving me my
Your time, your space.
he's letting me know it's me, not, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that could
I
be.
think your hair is touching the
shit,
mic.
my bad.
So it's probably gonna be like, yeah, you know.
My bad.
All right, what do you think, Linda?
So what makes them not jealous? I would say the toxic side of me always comes out first. Because, I mean, at first I was like, okay, it's cool. But then in the back of my head, I can't let it go. Why aren't you jealous? I know you're a cool guy or a cool gal, but why aren't you jealous?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I said, that's the toxic me. But the grown-up me, if I want to feel grown, is like, just let it go. Let him trust you, and you trust him. It's all about trust. It's also about the bond and the understanding that you guys have. Like Madison mentioned, you do you, and I do me, and that's it. There's nothing to worry about. It's not every relationship has that. It's very hard to find, but if you have that, congrats to you. And it's okay to question it, is what I'm saying. But if you, this is too tough for me, because it's like,
Tell us how you really feel.
it's because you threw in the word not.
Right.
What makes you not jealous? See, that's the toxic community.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
so that's
everything made me feel jealous.
if you ain't jealous, why aren't you jealous? You know,
Yeah.
I feel like that there's a point, there's a fine line, right? Okay, so like I think that if there's no jealousy at all, there's a problem. There's got to be some jealousy, a little bit, and you know, it doesn't have to be toxic, like don't look at certain people or you know, like that's extreme. But I feel like there has to be a little bit of jealousy, and if there's no jealousy, or if they're just telling you that they're not jealous, we gotta understand why. Like, why do you feel so secure with your partner that you don't feel any jealousy at all? Is that what it is? Because some people say, oh, it's insecurity. You're insecure because you don't. I don't feel like that. It's insecurity. I feel like it's more like, do you really love me, or do you really appreciate me for you not to feel jealous? I think that's what it is. I don't think it's like, oh, I'm insecure type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching this movie, and this is why this topic, I thought about it, because I saw this movie called Eyes Wide Shut recently with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. And you know, they're going out and stuff to parties. They're at like this Christmas party, and like he's over there flirting with girls, and she's dancing with another man, and she's just like looking at him and just wondering like what they're talking about or whatever. But then like she's also like dancing with this man because she wants like to see if he gets jealous or whatever, and he's just doing it. He doesn't even look at her.
Oh wow.
You know, so he's just doing his own thing, and then she's like, why don't you feel like jealous, or how come you don't even like check to see if I'm like doing anything? And he's like, well, I just trust you. And she's like, but why do you trust me? Like I could just be doing things and you would never know, you know? So she's like questioning these things, like why? And he's like, I just feel like, you know, you love me. And she's like, well, I cheated on you, so you don't know. You know, and it's like, oh shit, like it just like, and then now he's thinking about all these things, like, and imagining all the things that she did or whatever. But it's because when you feel so secure, it could backfire on you as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's a question that I feel like you have to have some jealousy. If not, like, I think it's a bigger hit when you feel so secure. How people say like that it's a bigger hit when you're like, oh, they actually did fucking cheat.
You were too careless.
Yeah.
I think that could be a problem, and not even just in relationship, like let's say work or whatever. I think that could, like you're so comfortable that you're not thinking about the blessing that you have in front of you, so you'll mess up and you'll be like, you know, whatever, it's okay because you know I have it there.
Right.
And then you just slip up, and then somebody takes it under you or over you or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think also because you know it could be the other person, right? I feel like let's say for example, I gave so much of myself, you know, to Tito and everything in the beginning. Like it was just always him, and he knew it. And I think that's why, like, because he was never jealous before, and he's in the last years he's been super jealous, you know. And it's like, you know, but because I'm not as caring as I was then, I was always catering.
Gotcha.
So, and you know what too, when you cater too much and everything, that could be a problem because you're the only one that's giving. And I don't give to receive, but sometimes we want to receive. So I feel like once you start noticing like, oh, like, you know, like this isn't getting me anywhere anyway, nothing, whatever. So why care? Why care so much? And I think that could be the thing too, is that your partner is giving you so much attention and everything that you're just like, I don't need to be jealous.
You're just spoiling them too much now, and now they're just becoming a little spoiled little brat. Yeah.
And then the moment that you want to go out there and finally live your life, they question you. Oh, is this for a different episode?
No.
No, like why? No, it's true though, because like why do they question you now? Because
that's
it's
kind of
a
what
change.
happened to Madison.
Because there's a change, you know.
Madison, I swear, I was friends with Ingrid like 2 years prior to meeting Madison because she never went out. I never got the opportunity to meet her. You know, every now and then.
She was catering.
Yeah.
She was in catering mode.
And nothing's wrong with that. But I legit did not meet Madison until 2 whole freaking years later. And I'm like, where'd she come from?
I didn't know you had
She's like,
this.
you had a sister?
And then the bitch was everywhere. And it's okay. But yeah, so that's, I could kind of see why he kind of questioned, like,
A change.
what happened? No, she just got her groove back.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think there has to be some jealousy for sure. But if you're out there and you say that you're not jealous, there's got to be something that makes you jealous. Stop playing the funk. Come on. But anyway, on to our next subject. We've been, you know, we are football fans here, and we are females. And I've come to, like, I've been watching a lot on Instagram and TikTok and everywhere, and I feel like there's more female fans now. And I don't know if it's just a thing that it, like, football is growing, or is it freaking Taylor Swift's fault?
I think it's Taylor Swift and her boyfriend. They'd be like, so when's Taylor's boyfriend coming out? I'm like, sweetheart, this is the wrong team.
Wrong team.
So, I don't know. Me personally, I think Taylor might have brought in the football game. I'm just saying, like, we've been watching football freaking forever. But I swear, ever since that happened,
I think so.
girls are more interested. Like,
Yeah.
my one homegirl, my husband's like, she's like, I watch football now. I was like, you do? And she's like, yeah, my husband walked in one day. He's like, why are you watching this game? She's like, oh, because Taylor's boyfriend's playing.
I did.
And I mean,
That
I'm
is
just
the
saying.
funniest
That's
thing.
But I think so too. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think so too. But I think, honestly, I think it's more like social media, right? Because like you said, we've been watching football since freaking, I mean, I used to play in high school. Yeah, like flag football. Not like with the school team, but like I'm saying, like in PE, I was the leader, okay? I was the motherfucking, loved it. In California, before we went, I mean, like, we used to play
On
in
the
the middle
street.
of the street. And when the cars come, when we see cars, what do we do?
Wait for the car to pass.
I just think that, like, it's just being known more
Yeah.
that, like, to women, or that our women are actually know. I think we've always have. They just haven't shown that. And I think Taylor did make
Open that.
Yeah, open that up.
If they
for
did
a lot
a
of people.
freaking survey, how many women were inside of those stadiums versus now? I bet you anything.
Well, not just that. It's like, you know, before Taylor Swift took over, there used to be like, okay, it's Sunday. The wives or the girlfriends already know the boyfriend's going to be watching football all day long. So that's when they go get their nails done. They go do their shopping. They do their own thing because they know the boyfriend ain't going to be around or the man ain't going to be around. But now it's like girls are actually sitting down on Sundays and watching the games with them or on their own. And I'm like, what the hell? When did this happen? I mean, I know we've done it, but it was rare to find those type of girls because I know that, you know, before, again, Taylor, I would go to the bar and watch games. I would sit at home and watch games on my own sometimes because none of my girlfriends would do the same thing. They always wanted to go do other shit. And I'm like, honey, not today, it's Sunday. Or not Monday night, it's football. Like, if we're going to do something, when you want to go out, we're going to go watch the game first. Like, you know? And now it's like you see more girls doing it. It's like, it's cool, but I'm like, is it going to stay that way? Or are they just doing it just because Taylor Swift is doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're just trying.
Like, are they just jumping on the wagon right now? Is it going to fall off? What do you guys think?
I think Taylor might have like broken the brand new hack to spending more time with your man on a Sunday or not so much bromance time either.
Bromance. Right.
They're right then and there. And they're like on TikTok, like, here's a new way to make your new Sunday snack for your man's football game.
Yeah, I've seen those.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
just need 1 cup of cream cheese. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, it all goes hand in hand. And I guess the man doesn't mind the wife cooking. Okay, you want to cook for my Sunday dinner? For my
Sunday
boys?
football? Okay.
You want me to invite people over? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
And then all the wives bond while the guys watch football, and it's just perfect. It's the new meeting to Sunday night dinner. It's just Sunday night football.
I did.
It works.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to see it. Like, it does bring, you know, your relationship closer, like better. I don't know. But I was going to say something else and I completely fucking forgot because I was laughing at you. Well, not at you, with you.
Well, women watching football have always existed. It's just being.
Yeah. It was just never advertised.
just-
We were
More.
just rare.
Yeah.
You didn't find us everywhere.
Yeah, now you see them everywhere.
But those are just those are bandwagoners.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's
Ingrid's
gonna.
real question is.
So when Taylor Swift breaks up with what's his name, with Travis,
Yes.
is it gonna all fall? Should we make a bet
She
now?
said when.
When
You mean like it's gonna happen?
I feel like it is.
I think so.
I feel like it is
I think
because
so.
Taylor never freaking lasts long with anybody. I mean, this may be the one. Maybe I'm wrong, and I mean, good for her. But I don't know. I mean, Travis was never. I mean, it's not a racist thing, but it is a racist thing. Like, he's never dated white girls. He's always liked, you know, like the African women, and they were all baddies. But now he's with a white girl, and I can't see him with her. too long.
Well, sometimes people.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, like because
True.
I'm gonna tell you something. An old coworker, she was always like into like bad boys and like that smoked weed and all that stuff. Like, and she was a big pothead. Not that it's a bad thing. I mean, that's whatever, right?
That's who she was,
Yeah. And that's the people. That's the kind of guys that she was always into. And then now she's married to a fully white boy.
Just wholesome.
Super nice, everything. They have this cute family, like in this nice house, everything, and it looks like it's working out. So
That's good. I mean, it
Good.
might work. Like I said, I might be wrong. I mean, this might be the one, but either way, I
If
think
not, we'll hear a song about it.
for real.
what did he do, Taylor? Let us know. What did he do?
Either way, I feel like these new girls that are on the wave of NFL are not really real football fans. But
They
we
don't know.
we will see.
We'll
We will
see.
see. But we're gonna take a quick break. We have two more topics to talk about. We're gonna fix our drinks and we'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, guys. So our next segment is why is sharing your location with your partner important?
Hold on. I need to check my husband's location real quick.
Let me see where he at.
Let's see. Where is he?
She's like, thank you for reminding me. Oh, where you
By
at?
the way,
Wait, why is he there? Hold on, you guys. We have to. Ingrid, we gotta cut this. Hold on.
Pause.
I have to call my husband. I'll be right back.
Oh, so she's being serious. We're just like, oh shit.
It'd be like
you're in
that.
trouble, boy.
It'd be like that. Sorry, go ahead.
well, I have Alex's location, I have Mia's location, I have Caleb's location, which is my two kids and my fiance, obviously. And I think it's very important because I always want to know where my kids are in case anything ever happens. The same thing with Alex, in case something happens to him while he's at work or on the way home or on the way to work, I want to know like where was he last or what happened, you know? I mean, I'm not going to know the full story, but at least I know and pinpoint, okay, he was here last and then I don't know what happened from there.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know, like we don't know what the fuck. But then also it does help to check up on him, you know what I'm saying? Do you guys have, obviously you have your man's location.
I mean, Ingrid uses it for the right reasons. I mean, I do too.
My toxic ass.
I do too. I have my reasons. I'm just kidding. Not toxic. But it does help.
Keep lying to yourself.
I agree with everything Ingrid just said. Everything. And I just also feel like what happened to me earlier. It's a long story. I didn't.
Let's
Tell
talk
us.
about it. Let's talk about that.
We want to know.
Yes.
I forgot to bring whipped cream to our beautiful
For these beautiful-
for these beautiful drinks today. And I was like, I'll just run to the store. And Maddie's like, it's okay, we don't need it. I said, no, we need it. We need it because it's so pretty.
Yeah.
You know, the location that Ingrid lives is a very commercial area. And, you know, she's like, try the gas station. If not, try the liquor store. I went to the gas station. They said no. I tried the liquor store. They said no. I tried the little convenience store next to the liquor store. And they said no. And then in my head, I was like, you know what? let me park at the casino. There's a casino down the street, and I know there's a Hawaiian grocery store next door to it. But then once I got inside the casino parking, I was like, oh, it's really packed today. Let me get the fuck out. I literally was, I did all this. And then finally, I was like,
Oh, we know.
let's go to the grocery store.
Okay, but meanwhile, all this is going on. This bitch decides to leave her phone. So I told Madison too. I'm
I
like,
didn't know.
it was already taking it was already like maybe 15 minutes, and I know like the store is literally across the street.
The gas station's right there.
Yeah, so I was like, this is taking too long. I'm like, this is when I wish I had her location because I want to know where the hell she's at. But we don't, obviously. But then I was like, let me text her. So I'm like, where you at? And then I hear ding. I'm like, this bitch left her phone. So yeah.
Keep going. Not only does that.
So she left her phone. And now we're like, oh, great. We don't know where she's at. I'm like, she should be coming soon then because it's already been like 15, 20 minutes. So she should be coming back. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nope. She's still not here. So what?
So then I was like, okay, we'll just wait for her, whatever. Let's just set up where we got to set up, get everything here. We did that and everything. And Ingrid has a gated, like you can only enter in here with the gate code because you can't even park and walk here. Like you cannot come in here without going into the actual gate, and it's sealed off completely. Like you can't crawl under or over it. So we were like, oh damn. And I was like, man, what if she doesn't remember the fucking code because it's just recent that she moved here. So and so we were like, oh my god. Well, maybe she will remember. Well, not only just that, you need, even if you get into the gate, into the garage, you need the little fob to get into the actual building. It was a mess. We were just
so we're like,
waiting
she can't call us when she's here because she ain't got no phone. So
what did Madison do?
Madison had to go stand over there looking like a crackhead.
She had her phone and my phone both in her hand.
Waiting for Linda to come through the gate.
Because I was like, what if she calls her phone? Because she's like, oh, maybe I dropped my phone somewhere. But no, your phone's here. And so it was just a fucking mess. So yeah, that's when we need sharing locations. So absolutely, it's important.
What? We're sharing locations from now on.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God.
But yeah, I think that's do you have your kids' locations?
Absolutely. Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Constantly watching that.
I used to have
Constantly.
two of my friends' locations as well, just because they would go out a lot, so they always wanted to make sure that somebody had their location, and obviously they had me as their locator. And sometimes I'd be bored, and I'd be like eating my chips, and I'd be like, let me see where this bitch is at.
She'd be like,
I'll just be there watching them, eating my chips. I'm like, look at this bitch driving into the motherfucking Buffalo Wild Wings.
Didn't even invite me. But,
Yeah, so, but I think there's people that feel like that's very private, which I understand if you're, I don't know, I mean, if you're hiding anything.
yeah, if you got something to hide.
Yeah, like, I don't
outta
see
here.
why it would be so private. I mean, it's not like I'm giving my location to just anyone. So if you're
No.
giving it to somebody, it's because you
Yes.
trust them enough to know, like, you don't need to hide anything from them, you know what I'm saying? So unless you're hiding something, I think that's the only reason why you would feel a type of way about it. There's people that are like, I think it's a younger thing. There's younger people that would be like, oh, my girl wants my location, hell no. Or my boyfriend wants my location, hell no. What y'all think about that? Because I feel like if you're in a relationship and you should have each other's location, don't you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
I say yes, but when is the appropriate time to start sharing locations?
Right. I mean, I think you would have
When it's
to,
official, right?
I think it
I
would
was
be
gonna
yes.
say that, yes.
It would have to be an actual,
Yeah, when you're like,
A real thing.
yeah,
legit relationship.
yeah,
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Right.
yeah.
But if you're just fucking dating, of course not.
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking share locations with nobody because you're just dating. You're not actually in a full committed relationship.
Yeah.
Well, like me, because I work different hours at work and stuff, and sometimes I'll leave early, and I'm like, I'm gonna go have my fucking drink after this shift because man, it was a crazy day or whatever it is. I don't want my kids to be like, oh, my mom, she's supposed to be fucking working. She be fucking that early.
I am dead.
That's the only time. But I always have my kids' location because I'm always constantly checking. No, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, one recent story, but there's a lot of stories, especially with like Brooklyn, my oldest, who's giving me freaking heart attacks every fucking weekend or weekday or whatever, just because he has an e-bike, right, and that thing can go up to like 50, 60 miles an hour. Like it's almost like a freaking motorcycle.
What?
Yeah.
I need me one of those.
It's pretty cool. Whatever. So I trust him. I'm like, he has the proper gear, like an actual helmet. Like you have to have a certain kind, and everything. And it's expensive. Yada yada. Whatever. Yeah. Well, okay. Just recently, I was heading back home. I allowed him to stay out late. I was like, okay, you stay out late. You make sure that when you get home, though, you have to make sure that you go wake up and go to school. And so he's like, okay, whatever. So by the time I was already going home, about to turn in on that main on Blue Diamond, I happened to just look at his location. I'm like, okay, where the hell's he at? And he's almost like right where I was going to.
Oh.
But he was there for a minute. I was just like, I don't know, for some reason, like I think the mother intuition thing really does exist. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, because this isn't the first time that I've had that feeling, and then I'm like checking up on him, and he needs me to go help him. Yeah. So I was like, what's going on? He's like, oh, I have a flat tire. I was like, oh my God. He tried several different, I've seen him stopping different things, and I'm like, where the hell is he going?
Oh, okay.
So finally I seen that he had stopped, and he was there for already like maybe 5 minutes, whatever it is, right? And I was just like, no, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
So I called him, and he's like, my tire is not, inflating, blah, 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 that's not. I was just like, oh my God. And thankfully, well, I have my SUV. So I was like, okay. So I went, I pulled up, and we got his fucking heavy ass fucking bike, and finally got it into the fucking car, but it wasn't gonna, but things like that. That's why sharing is important.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was a time where Alex when Alex was driving, this is before, Alex was doing Uber and Lyft, and I would check his location every so often, because I would be home alone, not doing a damn thing, so I'd be bored, and I'll be like, let me see what this motherfucker at, you know what I'm saying? So, you'd see the little car moving or whatever, or his little picture or whatever moving and stuff, and then there'll be times where he'll be sitting for a long time or not moving, and I'll just be watching, and I'm like, okay.
I should like this.
And I'll give it like 2 minutes and nothing, and then so I'll close it. I'm like, man, I'm tripping, whatever. So then I'll reopen it maybe 5 minutes later, and then he'll still be there, and I'm like, well, where the fuck you at? And he's like, oh, I stopped to take shit or whatever.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm getting a burger.
I'm like, okay then, well, you better hurry up and get the fuck back in the car.
Wipe your ass and get back in there.
That would be my toxic side coming out.
That's funny.
But there was one time also where he was passing by, I think it was under the airport or something, and then you know how like the connection stops like under the tunnel? And so when I opened it, it had said he was like somewhere else. Because it had only grabbed the part where he was still somewhere else, and it didn't still communicate with him being under the tunnel. So it had said that no location can't be found or something. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker turned my fucking location off? Oh, hell no.
Bet.
I texted him and I was like, did you turn off your location? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I can't see where you're at. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? I'm like, fucking check your shit right now. And he's like, it's on my side. I was like, And then like
FaceTiming right now.
Yeah, and then I closed my shit, I reopened it, and then it was like back to normal. I was like, yeah, you just turned that shit on, didn't you?
Sorry.
You know, you lied ass. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah.
It does that sometimes. They like glitches.
Another hack, because we live in Vegas, and if you're on the Strip, so there's been times where my husband's location is kind of odd, but someone told me it's because of the connection with casinos and stuff. It fucks with your service too.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be at Dre's. Why the fuck is he
at the Horseshoe?
At the MGM.
Oh, that's far. No, because I'd be looking at Alex's too.
Wait, no, really?
Because I'd be looking at Alex.
I'm exaggerating it, but it wasn't fucking the Crumb. It wasn't Dre's.
Yeah. Because Alex and Herman, they work at the same place, and so sometimes I'm looking at Alex's location, and it's saying that he's across the street, and I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm like, But then I've noticed that it always says that, so I'm like, okay.
So I mean,
It's a little glitch.
they're
It's a little
on
glitch.
the strip, but yeah, because I was about to pull up.
At the horseshoe.
So maybe sharing location isn't good.
The toxic side might.
the toxicity comes out a little bit.
Oh, and single ladies, this is what my best friend Lisa does. Shout out to Lisa. She lives in New York. She's single.
Hi.
Anyway,
Hit her up.
when she visits, she'll be on the show. But yeah, anytime she goes on a date with, a gentleman that, she doesn't really know that well, she will always share her location with me. She's like, hey, going on a date right now. And then, she does that every now and then. And I'll watch it the whole night too, because she expects that of me. So, she doesn't get like a Jeffrey Dahmer or something.
Right.
So,
That's another reason why it's important.
So single ladies, think about that.
Yeah.
If
I used to
you're-
do that too. When I was single,
Someone you don't
I would
know.
share my location with either JP or my friend Fabi, which was always there. So I would either send my location to one of them. Usually it was JP because, I know he's a guy and like he would do something. But when I first met Alex, the first time I was gonna go meet him, I sent him my location. I'm like, if you don't hear from me anymore, this is my last place I was there.
It says the photo, information, everything.
But thank God everything worked out. That motherfucker's still here.
Yes.
So yeah. But I mean, it shouldn't be a bad thing. I don't
No,
think sharing
it's-
locations should be a bad thing.
You have nothing to hide and you trust that person. That's what it's really for. Is
Yeah.
for safety reasons. Yes.
We're all quiet. We're like, is it though?
We're like, yeah. You have to think about it for a moment.
I said if you have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
That's
If
all.
you have nothing to hide, it should be a good thing. It should
Like
be.
checking it early out and going to the and going to have a drink.
Unless you're Madison and wants to leave work early. Yeah. But we're gonna share locations now. I guess so because we don't know when.
Yeah.
We don't know what
Linda.
store Linda's at. We don't know how long she's gonna be either.
Or should we get one of those little tracker thingies?
Oh, the little Apple ones, the little Apple trackers. That's crazy,
Strap it to my bra.
We're
girl.
gonna put a balloon on you.
But today, Ingrid, what happened was I didn't have my phone.
I know.
So that's,
It's the whole thing.
that's
know.
the thing.
So either way, if we had her location, it would say she's at home.
It was in Madison's hands.
We found her. She's right here.
Madison was on the fucking street corner with two phones looking like a drug dealer. Like, just looking at each car that drove by.
That is funny. That is funny.
Like, she's just waiting for her.
I was looking like I was plugged.
Is this you?
For real, because I had the sweats and the hoodie and everything.
I'm dead. Imagine if somebody was like, "You the one I was talking to?"
And you said you were standing there for like 20 minutes.
I was there for like
Yeah, so she looked very sus.
I know, especially because there's cameras. They're probably like, "What is this bitch doing?"
zooming in on me and everything.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. Love you guys so much.
Well,
Thank you.
cheers.
Cheers to me being alive
Cheers.
and safe.
Yes.
And the whipped cream. I want to say it's controversy time, bitches.
Ooh.
Damn, my mic drop is
Okay.
about to go
Oh,
down.
mic drop.
My job, bitch, that's how controversial.
We have a new segment, guys, and
Yeah.
it's called Controversy Hour. We're always gonna have something controversy to fucking talk about. So
Let's fight.
this is always going to be a very good, juicy one. So make sure you get the popcorn. Make sure you go get your hot Cheetos. Get your motherfucking cocktails. The cocktails.
Or your soda, or your water.
And let's get ready for this one. So what is it? What's the topic, Madison?
Oh shit, me? Okay. So the topic for this is, why are they afraid of a female president?
Oh, who wants to
They. You know who they is?
Yeah, this is the second female presidential nominee.
Yeah.
Who wants to start
What's-
it?
yeah.
Who wants to start? I know why. I know why.
You start.
Why?
I feel that women have a better head on their shoulders always. You know, like if you really think about it, and it's not that I'm talking shit about men. It's just, come on, it's just common sense. It's realistic. It's been in the freaking studies. Women are just smarter than men. I think women do better decisions than men.
We're more caring.
We are more caring. Men start wars. Women are more like loving. You know what I'm saying? Like
Logical.
I think because we have I think we have an extra emotion. Like men have emotions too, and they feel love and everything, right? But I feel like women have that extra motherly touch that men don't. And I think because of those reasons, I think men don't want to have a woman as a president, because I think a woman will do more or will actually help bring peace to the world. And obviously with peace, there's no money exchanges, there's no
Everybody's level.
there's no controlling anymore.
That is what you call
Everybody's-
testosterone and egos.
Yeah, like everybody would be even. And
Ooh, and I know why too. Because you know us women, we could be FBI agents. We will detect and find out all the fucking secrets that you've been gatekeeping all these fucking years, bitch.
Cheers to that
You
one.
sneaky motherfuckers.
not sneaky enough.
That's
'cause
why.
Linda.
They didn't
will
want
get
Hillary
you.
to find out what the fuck they be doing in that Oval Office. Well, I mean, she didn't know the first time. Sorry. That's back in the day. We're not gonna bring it up past. Sorry, Bill.
She found out anyway. She still found
She
out.
found out the wrong way. But yeah,
Hey, she
that's
found out.
probably another thing is women will dig deep and find the true reason and the root of the situation. We will find anything fucking out. Bitch, pay us to figure shit out for you. But no. And also, the real reason, to me, nobody wants to take orders from a woman, especially the head of the country.
Oh yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? So, you know, shout out to Queen Elizabeth. I'm pretty sure nobody, they didn't have a choice, but they had to listen to her because she's the queen. But by inheritance. But if they had to vote for her in,
That would never happen.
I wonder, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is,
it wouldn't
you know,
have
it's
happened.
that's, they just don't want to take orders from a woman.
Yeah.
Not that many, there's more male CEOs out there and presidents, CFOs that are men.
Yeah, it's mainly men.
You know what though? I want to say in the whole presidential thing, whatever, right? Like, honestly, at the same time with this recent one, like we don't know her. We don't know much of her. We just know that she was vice president to a president that was shit, didn't do anything. Like, so I think that's partially also why we've seen things about her, like with back in the day with someone pretty much being like a side chick with another girl, like the guy was right here and she was one of the girls. And so all that I think too is like, we can't trust somebody like that, right? Like I think if a woman wants to be president, you have to show from the get-go that you're doing it for the people. You're doing it because you want to like change like the world, like you want us to be a better country and whatever else, not because it benefits you.
Right.
Because it looked like you were a side chick, a whore, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you do have to.
You know
I
what
think
I
you
mean?
have more to prove as a
Yes,
woman
yeah.
because
Women we always have to prove ourselves.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody should. But I mean, I'm saying especially
But
for
because
women.
you're gonna be the first woman
Yeah.
president, they're gonna ask for more
Yeah.
from you.
Oh yeah.
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 So I think you need to give us more of like why. Why should we pick you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you?
Why
of
should we
all-
hire you?
Why you and not Hillary?
Yeah, that
you
too.
know.
Because I would have rather seen Hillary, if
Yeah,
anything.
same.
Even though, I mean, now looking back, whatever it is, but whatever. Everything's just all, you know.
All over the place. I mean, Trump won supposedly is what they say, won by a landslide. So, did you guys see how Nevada was like purple and not blue or red?
I
It was
didn't see
literally
that.
purple. That means we had a mixture of everything. They couldn't decide if they were going to be all red or all blue, because I think people say that like New York is very what do you call it? It's a mixing pot or whatever. I think Las Vegas is more of a mixing pot because
Oh,
there's
for
people
sure.
from every freaking where here.
That's why nobody knows how to drive.
Yeah, that too. So I think maybe that's why, because there's a mixture of everything that they couldn't decide if we were going to be blue or red. Everyone voted for whatever they wanted to, and it's crazy. But
But you know what? Talking about that, I don't really agree with that too. Like, why do you guys give us just two main people to pick out of? Like,
No,
give
there
us,
was a third,
I
but
know,
nobody
there
really-
is, but we don't.
He wasn't a Bernie.
But they're not.
Yeah,
They're not. You know, yeah. Like they only really show us
I'd vote for
two,
Bernie.
and that's
I'm just
it.
kidding.
Either
The two main.
you pick, from one of these, this one or this one. That's it. Like you have no other choice. Like not that we don't, but they don't promote it as much, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we don't know what this other person, third person, fourth person could have been better than them.
Yeah.
We just don't know much of them, so we just go with whatever's the most popular or whatever it is. We've already had Trump before, and he wasn't terrible.
I don't think
You know?
I don't think he did anything, to be honest. You know why? Because as soon as he became president, COVID came. So he was inside. He was inside half the time because we couldn't do nothing. Like everything closed down. So what was he working on? Nothing.
From
You
his
know what I'm
office.
saying?
Yeah.
The whole world shut down. So there was really nothing he had to do. And then the money that supposedly, what were they called? The stimulus checks?
Stimulus.
It wasn't him who signed off on them.
Yeah.
It was the legislator or whatever. They're the ones that paid us, not Trump. And everyone's like, oh, Trump, Uncle Trump or Daddy Trump. He didn't do shit. He didn't do shit.
And speaking of that, all the stimulus, all the PPE loans, I knew there was a freaking catch. It was too good to be true. And now we're paying for it because fucking we're facing inflation for 2 fucking years in a row. Probably more than that. But I knew there was a fucking catch. So people are like, yeah, back in the day, he gave us this much money, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. We're
Now we're-
paying
yeah.
for it. Why do you think we go to the grocery store and spend $90 on 6 items?
Strawberries.
Fuck.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
That's crazy.
That is.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't buy us. Yeah, I can't buy us.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's why too. Is just he was just more popular. We've had him before, so it's like, well, I mean, come on, dude. He was going to jail or he was in prison or whatever it was. This is America. This is like anybody can be president.
We're a joke. We're a freaking joke. I think other places in the world see us like, these motherfuckers
I
are,
will
that's
say
their
this
president.
is the first time I've heard so many people say they don't even want to fucking vote because they don't like either. They don't want to vote for either people, and that is so fucking sad.
That is the
They're like,
saddest
I'm not
thing.
even gonna vote. I said you better vote. They're like, I don't like either people, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't blame you then.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have a vote if you don't like anyone. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's your right. You know, it's up to you if you want to
And
or
this
not.
is the first time in the history of America where, I mean, I'm just saying, like me personally, there's so many people I spoke to. They're like, I don't like either party, like either candidates right now. And I was like, that's so sad that we don't even have anyone that's good enough to run for our country.
Yeah.
And God forbid, I don't know why. I just keep thinking like something big is gonna fucking happen. Like
Yeah. Oh,
God
it's
forbid,
coming.
right? But I feel like, okay, like we fight too much within Americans.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
We don't have unity.
We're supposed to be, we're supposed
United
to be
States of
united.
America.
We only remember when September 11th. That's the only time we remember to be like united and be, a happy family and stuff like that. And oh, I love you and this and that. Nah, man. Like every day there's something going on like out in our own streets, in our own like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
In our
Cat
own
Williams
country.
said, this is the first time he has never seen the country so much freaking divided.
Yeah.
We are not the United States of America. We are the most
Divided.
divided states of America.
Yeah.
He's never seen the country so fucking divided, so fucking out of place.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. God forbid something has to happen
Well-
for us to be united again.
Well, they did say that there's aliens under the sea now. They confirmed that. So, I mean,
Under the sea.
so,
I don't know.
yeah.
I haven't.
They just confirmed it like 2 weeks ago that aliens do exist and they live underwater. So, I mean, so every time we're in the water, are the fish aliens? Are we eating aliens?
Do they
The aliens are inside of us.
do they still live in space?
I have no idea.
That is
Or is that just what they taught us in school?
I think, to be honest, I think they just made that up. Just to freaking throw us
Show us
another
proof.
curveball.
Show us
Just
truth.
another
But you know what?
curveball.
With
No,
all this,
because we're not allowed to go to area.
But I think it's for something else.
I don't know.
I think it's for something else. But who knows? I'm not right. I don't know if I'm right. I'm just saying, that's my thought. But yeah, guys, I think that's why not America, I think that's why the government is afraid of having a female president because I think they don't want to listen to a woman. They don't want to take orders from a woman. And a woman just has, I think, just has a bigger brain and they'll do actual moves. And they're not ready for all those moves yet. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They want us to be a mess.
Yeah. There's more things that we don't know.
Well, that was a controversy
Anyways.
hour, guys.
Yeah.
It wasn't so controversy, so that was actually pretty good. We're doing well, guys. But to mention, we were talking last episode. We were talking about how I was planning on moving, and I said it was going to be after the holidays. But we actually got a good freaking deal, and we couldn't say no to it. So that's why we're here now.
Congratulations.
So thank you. Do you guys have any other updates? Any life updates? No.
No, bitch. I just
All right.
fucking trying to focus.
Oh, I
on-
can't wait for fucking Friendsgiving.
Oh, Madison is having
Oh,
a
yes.
Friendsgiving.
Yes,
I'm
she
gonna be
is.
vlogging it, so you guys
It's
stick
gonna be
around.
lit. I'm so
Yes.
excited to eat.
So happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and hope you guys feast and you guys eat with your loved ones, and we hope that you have food on your table as well. Many blessings to all of you. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back. Hi, bitch. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers. I'm already doing mine.